Hey guys, Eric here in the school garden. Thank you so much for coming back to our channel and watching another video. Before we get into today's video, make sure to like this video, subscribe, comment, and share. And don't forget to click the notification bell in the left or right corner of your screen to be notified when we drop new videos, which is every single week. Today's video, we're here in the garden pretty early. I wanted to come and harvest these beans here that you see there on the table because we are getting ready for our garden sessions, and I needed to start cleaning up the beds so that the students can start transplanting the fall crops like our cabbages, broccoli, kohlrabi, all of that. And so there was this huge area of beans that you're gonna see. I'm gonna show you guys on screen in a minute. And they started to take over this entire area where one of the beds are, and they attract wasps. I'm gonna show you what the beans look like, but if you can tell me why certain beans attract wasp, it was like they were attracting wasp, hornets, yellow jackets, every type of species that would sting. And I didn't want that to be here while the students are in the garden with me, because I've already gotten stung once here at this garden, and I don't want to get stung again, nor do I want the students to get stung. So I just decided, I made the decision to just remove them completely. We have two other areas where we have beans, and I'm going to do my best to make sure that they stay pruned because I don't want them to get wild as well. Get rid of the bean plants. Hopefully, I was hoping that I was going to be able to pull them and put them in the grass so that the lawn people could go ahead and just shred them with the lawnmower. They must have came yesterday because the grass is already cut. So on next week on Monday, I'm just gonna have to, like, I don't know, I'm gonna have to bring a few extra lawn bags, I guess. Hopefully by next week on Monday, the bean plants have already died and died back a lot to where there aren't many wasps over there, and I can put them in lawn bags and then have them ask the maintenance people to take it to the trash. That's the goal for that particular task. So we're done with that, thank God, because the wasps, when I tell you there were let me not exaggerate, there were many wasps. There were over 20 wasps. Like, once the sun fully comes into the garden and the temperatures really warm up, there are so many wasps on those bean plants, and I don't know where they come from. They just come out of nowhere. So I think next summer we're just gonna do green bean plants. We'll probably do one area of kitchen king or asparagus beans, but I'm not doing that variety of beans here in the garden anymore because it just brings too many stinging bugs, and it's just too much to try to think. There go another one. It's just too much to try to deal. right, what we have here is a mixture of peat moss and perlite. I'm going to add some blood meal and fertilizer. What I want to do is remove like the top layer of mulch on the beds and mix in this into like the first 2 inches of the soil. The reason I'm doing that is because I've noticed that the soil in the beds have poor drainage. Sometimes the soil gets too hydrophobic, and sometimes it gets to the point where it's soaking up so much water that it becomes a little matted. So hopefully by adding some perlite and this peat moss, it like averages it out. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do right now. All right, we are done with this bed in terms of removing the beans, which are over here. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna let them sit there and dry out a little bit more. Hopefully by Monday or Tuesday of next week, I'm able to fully put them in some lawn bags in order to have them taken to the trash pile. But this area is ready for the peat moss mixture, the bedding mixture that we made. So what I'm going to do is use my shovel and rake. I'm going to focus on this side here since we still have tomatoes and basil over here. I don't want to disturb them, and all the native bees and bumblebees are over here right now, so I don't want to disturb them more than I have to. So I'm going to focus on pulling all of this straw back and putting down that mixture. And over here, I think I will do the same just in this particular area, and over there in the corner I will do it there, and try to get here in the nooks and crannies of the cucumbers that we have. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and remove that squash. It's not doing anything and it's taking up space. But yeah, I'm gonna do all of this off camera and then we'll be back for the finished look. All right guys, we are done. We've just added in the mixture, and we actually added most of it in because the beds, when we initially put them in and we tried to grow radishes and you know, other root crops, they didn't do so well. So I put a lot of the mixture in this bed, so I'm gonna have to go buy another big barrel of peat moss in order to do the rest of the garden. But I used most of it in this bed, and I put radish and turnip seeds in there. So hopefully by me putting a lot as a bedding, as a bedding for the seeds, they will have a comfortable area to actually root themselves and grow well. So I'm actually going to go ahead and water all of the beds and the rest of the garden. And we also harvested a cucumber and some peppers. This cucumber was actually in this bed here. I didn't know it until I pulled the rest of the vine out. So that was a nice surprise. But yeah, we are finally done. It took us nearly 2 hours to complete. So I feel accomplished today. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions. Thank you for watching today's video. We'll make sure to keep you guys abreast on how everything is growing in the next few weeks as the students continue to plan out their fall garden. I'm really excited about the fall garden. I'm so excited to grow all of the different fall crops. I think fall gardening is my favorite because you don't really have to deal with that many issues in the garden at that time. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure to follow us, subscribe, like this video, follow us on social media. Facebook and Instagram is EBLLCINC, and TikTok as Project Grape. Until the next video, we'll see you all later in the garden. Bye.